what's up guys, it's the Mago3011 here with another reaction to Smash Bracket. Today we'll be watching Incineroar versus Wolf. Yeah, based on their last Star Fox episode, I'm not exactly expecting a lot for Incineroar here. And I may or may not have already been sold on the victor through memes via Twitter and Reddit. So yeah, that was fun. But yes, they didn't really... It more so implied the winner, not directly spoiled. But basically, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I'm going for Incineroar all the way. But again, based on what I saw in Sonic versus Fox, I'm expecting Wolf to easily take this, but I mean, Jigglypuff almost beat Kirby, so you never know.
Who would win in a fight between Incineroar from Pokemon and Wolf O'Donnell from Star Fox? I'm Ink, and this is Smash Bracket, the show where we put every character from Super Smash Bros. Into a giant animated tournament to figure out who's canonically the most powerful. Let's get into it.
Okay, who's up first?
Near the center of the Milky Way galaxy sits a star system called Lilat. This place is home to some of the most capable pilots and mercenaries in the universe, but standing out among all of them is one of the most skilled and ruthless gunslingers to ever fly a spaceship, Wolf O'Donnell. Wolf is best known for leading the most dangerous team of mercenaries in the Lilat system, Star Wolf. This team is infamous for getting results no matter the mission and doing so with ruthless aggression and masterful efficiency. Star Wolf has had a number of skilled pilots and outlaws on the team over the years, but they wouldn't be anywhere where they are today without the direction of their fearless leader. Wolf is an expert strategist, deadly marksman, and arguably the best pilot in the entire galaxy. When Wolf takes on a job, he won't rest until he's done everything in his power to accomplish the mission. We've seen him break and build new alliances, commit genocide, and even terraform entire planets to achieve his goals. When Star Wolf gained enough notoriety to have massive bounties placed on their heads, Wolf evaded an entire planet's military for long enough to overthrow an evil alien empire and clear their names. There's almost nothing that Wolf isn't willing to do for a paycheck and to prove that he's the best around. This is perhaps best on display when Star Wolf accepted a job from an evil genius space monkey named Andros, and together they declared war. But not just on one country or one planet, they declared war on the entire solar system. And you'd figure, it's one wolf and one monkey versus the entire solar system. It would obviously take about 5 seconds for the solar system to win. But no, it was actually close. And then a year or so later, Wolf went to war again, but this time with an alien race that was threatening the entire universe. And that time, he actually won and destroyed the entire alien race and their home planet in the process. My point with all of this is that Wolf is not one to be intimidated or easily put down. But that isn't to say that he didn't have rivals. Throughout all of these adventures, Wolf was always dealing with a force of mercenaries called Star Fox. As rivals, Star Fox and Star Wolf often found themselves on opposing sides of a conflict. Yet this rivalry is also one that drove both teams to constantly improve themselves. Star Fox upgraded their ships to have walker forms, so Star Wolf upgraded their ships to have a walker form. Wolf installed a flaming wolf head launcher on his ship, Star Fox gets heat-resistant armor. Fox kills Wolf's employer half a dozen times, so Wolf helps kill Fox's dad and never shuts up about it.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox.
Both teams are a near-perfect match in terms of skill, power, and arsenal. And being able to match Star Fox's arsenal is no small feat. Their signature R-Wings are one of the most impressive ships in the universe. But Star Wolf ships, called Wolfins, are just as impressive, if not more so. There have been many models of Wolfins and R-Wings over the years, but they've always been nearly identical in power, speed, and durability. The earliest models only flew around 4 times the speed of sound in atmosphere and about 10 times the speed of light in open space. But the fastest ships have been able to traverse the entire Lilat system in a matter of seconds to shoot down interplanetary ballistic missiles. And that's doubly impressive when you realize that this was before the teams even had aim assist in their ships. So Wolf had to be swinging around his body like a madman to hit these shots at interplanetary speeds. But the Wolfin isn't just fast, it can also take a serious hit and keep on chugging. It's been able to withstand an entire planet blowing up on top of it, which isn't even the only time a planet has exploded on a ship like this. And keep in mind that this was all in the base model of the Wolfen. In Star Fox 64, Andros upgraded Wolf Ship to the Wolfen 2. This thing had increased stats all around the board.
You know, as long as
nearly every
Incineroar
method of
doesn't
attack in the
fucking
game.
die,
That
just
said, while Wolf Ships can take a
absolutely
huge amount of damage all at once,
bloody
its
massacre,
G-Diffuser
I'm
shields
happy.
aren't equipped to handle sustained damage over time. And enemies have exploited this weakness on Wolf Ships before, such as when Fox was able to shoot down the Wolfen 2 by exhausting its shields with a steady stream of laser fire. But even after Wolf's fancy new ship was destroyed, he refused to admit defeat. He went into hiding and became the ruler of a criminal hideout called the Sargasso Space Zone.
I mean, yeah, I was about to
Here,
say,
he
would
was
this
the
really
boss
come to
over
an
the
aerial
worst of the
fight?
worst criminals and the best mercenaries, and he took on the title Lord Wolf. Here, he continued to hone his skills as a pilot to become even better than before, and eventually joined up with Star Fox to take out the alien race we mentioned earlier, the Aperoids. But you can't wipe out an entire universe-threatening race of aliens without a few tricks up your sleeve. Wolf's ship comes equipped with smart bombs, capable of instantly pulverizing small meteor fields, and dual laser blasters strong enough to destroy those same meteors one at a time. Wolf's favorite method of attack, though, is just throwing caution to the wind and slamming his ship full speed into his enemies. He calls this attack his signature Lightning Tornado. Weaponry and attacks aside though, the Wolfen can manifest barrier shields that are even tankier than the ship itself. These barriers can stop shots from the Demon Sniper Rifle,
Oh,
a weapon
God.
capable of destroying the Wolfen in a single hit, which, again, isn't even something that an exploding planet was able to do. And Wolf got access to the sniper rifle and more when he joined up with Star Fox to fight the Aperoids. In the multiplayer of Star Fox Assault, which is canonically a real training session for the Star Fox team, Wolf also has access to an impressive arsenal of machine guns, anti-aircraft
Yes,
missiles,
a
grenades, rocket
planet
launchers,
destroying
and more.
gun.
He can also summon a jetpack to allow him to fly around.
Who
with a
thought
cloaking
this was
device to let him turn
fair?
invisible. Wolf's also got his own personal barrier shields that are just as durable as the Wolfen's. But even without those shields, Wolf himself is capable of taking just about anything that the Arwing can dish out multiple times over. But deadly weapons and impressive durability
Does
aren't what earned
Incineroar
Wolf
actually
O'Donnell's
have any
reputation
win
in
condition
Lilac.
here?
Wolf doesn't just set out to destroy his targets, but he makes sure to do it with a level of deadly skill and efficiency that no one else could even hope to match. He's the best at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice. Whether he's ruling over space pirates or wiping out an entire species of alien invaders, foes had better think twice before standing in the way of Lord Wolf O'Donnell. There are times when all
It
the
wasn't
bad in the
real
world
one,
seems to
Incineroar.
slow
It
to
was
a
good
halt,
knowing
people
you.
just become friendlier. For some, that might be holidays, for some, that might be family gatherings, or for many people, of course, whenever a new Pokemon game releases. Few franchises have even come close to rivaling the staggering success
The
of
music
Pokemon,
is so
which you might
cheerful
be
and
able to
stuff,
guess
and
from
I
the
already
sheer
know
number of
Incineroar is
fighters
going
we
to
got in
die
Smash
horrifically.
recently. So allow me, once again, to welcome you to the world of Pokemon.
Oh, I missed what he said there, but I
In the
can take a
Alola region
guess.
of Pokemon, some set out to become the greatest trainers, breeders, or researchers. But one Pokemon stands unique among all of them, with the sole goal of making the crowd go wild. Meet Incineroar, the final evolution of the Fire-type starter Pokemon, Litten. Incineroar lives for the thrill of being center stage as they wrestle their way to glory. And you can see these wrestling influences not just in their flashy moveset, but throughout every element of their design. Incineroar is the heel Pokemon, which in the wild world of pro wrestling refers to somebody that people love to hate. This kind of fighter makes the audience absolutely livid, but in the very best way possible. Heels are loud, braggadocious, and rude, but often these wrestling supervillains are just putting on an act for the sake of a good show, and this is the exact case with Incineroar as well. They may be rough-mannered and egocentric, but at their core, Incineroar has a heart of gold and loves the pure thrill of battle. In fact, they love fighting so much that they find beating down a weaker opponent boring, and they seek out a true challenge against the strongest of opponents. And it honestly takes a lot to find a stronger opponent than Incineroar, especially because they can boost most of their own stats and lower most of their enemies' stats by a factor of 4. They've been able to knock back ultra-heavy
Well,
opponents with their signature spin,
we'll
Darkest
see.
Lariat, and Incineroar is also tough enough to shake off some hits from even the strongest Pokemon out there, like Machamp. They're also fast enough to not even struggle with a Pokemon who moves quickly enough to be nothing but a blur. But should Incineroar
Oh,
find
yeah,
a strong
that's
challenger,
one of
they
the,
have
like,
plenty of tricks up their
stand
sleeve to
against
hold
10
their
times
own
the speed
even
of
when
light.
totally outclassed. The move Endure lets them withstand an otherwise deadly attack, while the move Protect could stop these attacks altogether. Incineroar can also shut down these attacks entirely with moves like Torment, which prevents the use of the same attack multiple times in a row, or Embargo, which can shut down any items that the opponent is trying to use.
Wait, hold up.
If Incineroar's enemy is darting around too quickly for them to handle, Incineroar could also lower the
That
enemy's
might
speed
help,
with
actually.
Scary Face, or squish the opponent appallingly flat with Quash, ensuring that Incineroar gets to act first regardless of speed.
Oh my-
If the opponent is too durable to hurt by physical means, Incineroar can bypass durability altogether with attacks like Toxic,
You know what? Yep,
which
never
poisons
count out the
enemy
Pokemon.
so badly that they pass out regardless of their maximum health in just a matter of seconds. And it's not just poison either, but effects like burning or paralysis also shoot straight through an opponent's durability. And that burning that I just mentioned isn't an issue for a champion as hot as Incineroar. They're able to shoot fire hot enough to melt solid steel out of their belly button. Pokemon, why are you the way that you are? They can also focus this heat into attacks, letting them unleash fiery punches, kicks, and burning hot sand for some reason. Incineroar can really go out there with their moveset with bug-type moves like Leech Life, which steals health from their opponent. Among all of these attacks, though, is potentially the coolest move in Incineroar's repertoire, their signature attack, Malicious Moonsault. By synergizing with their trainer, Incineroar leaps up into the air and body slams back onto the ground, creating a massive fiery explosion. All of these abilities pile together to make one heck of a champion. Incineroar is unique in that he can pose a serious threat to anybody who steps in the ring, regardless of their power level. In fact, Pokemon generally as a franchise is uniquely skilled in this regard, being able to take on enemies that would otherwise be way beyond a different fighter's ability.
Imagine using
and this
fear
is
to
only
take on the Crozma.
augmented when you
Couldn't be
consider
me.
the fact that a fully leveled and optimized Incineroar has likely had thousands of would-be challengers that they've beaten. At the end of the day, though, Incineroar just wants to fight their hardest and put on a good show for the crowd for the pure love of fighting. And beneath all of this fiery exterior, Incineroar really can be incredibly kind and thoughtful, and apparently, according to the Pokedex, is particularly good with kids. But while they might have a soft spot for children, Incineroar is sure to bring the heat against any challenger brave enough to face them in the ring. With all that said, now that our fighters have been analyzed, it's time for our fight. And I'm happy to say that we asked to
rooting
partner
for
up with PETA
Incineroar.
to sponsor today's episode.
Wait,
but for some reason they ignored us. So today's episode is brought to you by our patrons.
I thought
If
he
you
was
like what we're doing
serious
here
for a
and want to
moment.
support us, continue checking us out over there
But
and send
yeah.
a few dollars our way each
I
month. to help
want
keep the series
Incineroar to
going.
win.
With that said,
Maybe
though, let's
he
take
will.
a look
I
at
don't
our
know,
fight
but
and figure
no.
out who'll be eliminated and
No,
who will move
Incineroar's
on to the
absolutely
next
screwed
round
here.
of
I
Smash
already
Bracket.
know.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's see
Good
this.
evening. Welcome one, welcome all to the fight night of the century, folks.
Who's down in the corner?
Folks, I can't believe what I'm seeing, but this appears to be an entirely one-sided fight.
I'll take a big one. Oh, yes.
What a devastating blow by
And Danny
Incineroar.
Biggie flies into it. Yeah, or Wolf.
And down goes Hibiki. There you have it, folks. That makes this round's winner our undefeated champion. The fight, the flamboyant, the ferocious Incineroar. Can anyone challenge this powerful Pokemon?
Oh, Wolf is out for blood.
Ooh, a shot to the
What
chest.
the?
Literally. It appears another Pokemon wants a shot at the challenger.
Do you know how far I had to fly to get that drink? You're lucky I don't blow you to pieces right here.
Hold on to your seats, folks. It appears we're in for a real fight tonight.
Come on, Incineroar. I know you're gonna die, but please. I believe in you somehow. I don't really, but...
Never thought I'd miss the bars on Corneria. Well, your funeral.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off to the races, folks. It appears the champion is going for a fight. But it seems this challenger is no stranger to combat. My, that attack from Incineroar has left the challenger appallingly flat.
Wash? Or was that a slap down?
Barely contain my excitement, folks.
This.
Really starting to get into it. It appears both challengers have exited the ring.
Kirby, no! No, get out of here, Kirby!
That cannot be legal.
You want some?
Don't give the child alcohol.
In this galaxy, I would have spent some money just to get rid of him and put him in my own drink. So that you can buy your own damn drink.
That's not right. How will Incineroar answer?
I've had enough of
Don't yeet, Kirby.
Really heating up.
What? Weakling.
Oh, no, yep. That's...
Incineroar uses torment.
What the heck?
Seems
Oh.
that gun is no longer effective.
Well then, let's call in the cavalry.
I am starting to question the legality of this matchup, folks. Can the champion bounce back from this?
Take this.
But it appears the challenger has pulled out a rifle. Ooh, I hope this building is readily insured. It seems
Incineroar with a gun. Never thought I'd see it.
it's super effective. Everyone remain calm. If this is all part of the plan,
Hasn't been malicious moonsaulted yet.
All right. Looks like it's my turn.
Oh. Yeah. Malicious moonsault versus whatever his ship's called. It's not like he said it like multiple times. But yeah, and Incineroar's dead.
You're choking.
No way he actually waited
I'm
this.
so scared.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That should cover the cost of my gun.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. We're definitely never gonna get that PETA sponsorship now. This battle ended up being a landslide victory in
Yeah.
Wolf's favor, whether
there
he was
any
inside
surprise?
or outside his ship. Not only did Wolf have a massive advantage in nearly every single category, but his battle experience and aggression made it all the more likely for him to execute on a winning strategy right from the start. While calculating the speed that Wolf himself needed to move around while piloting his Wolfen across the Lilat system, even moderate calculations have him moving millions of times faster than Incineroar. His best attack also hits millions of times harder than Incineroar's, and he can withstand far more than Incineroar's ever even come close to dishing out.
Was there any-
While Incineroar
was there
did
any
have a lot
doubt?
of fighting experience, most of that experience would be under the official league rules of Pokemon and the etiquette within that world as well. None of their experience would translate super well to fighting an outlaw like Wolf. Now, Incineroar did admittedly have a way to take Wolf out of the fight with status effects like poison or burning, which would totally
That was a great
bypass Wolf's
personality.
ability. But when this option is put into the context of Wolf's sheer speed and power, it's just not realistic to expect this of Incineroar. They could technically kill Wolf in the same way that a Black Widow spider could technically kill a Navy SEAL. Sure, it's possible, but when both fighters are giving it their all, the chances of Incineroar coming out on top are astronomically small. Incineroar could maybe work his way around Wolf's best stats one at a time with moves like Quash, which would ensure that Incineroar could still act first regardless of speed, but any meaningful stat equalization would require many different moves in order to be set up successfully. Not to mention that this would all need to be done while contending with Wolf's lethal aggression and deadly arsenal. It would just be far too much for our little Firecat to handle. With all of these
The
obstacles
moment
in
the
their
ship
way,
came out, I
combined
knew
with
it
the
was
fact
over.
that Wolf is one of the best fighters in a galaxy full of great fighters, there's just no chance that Incineroar would ever be able to come close to taking this battle a majority of the time. When all is said and done, Wolf O'Donnell is the winner and will be moving on to the next round of the Smash Bracket.
Pain.
Next time
Ooh,
on the Smash
let's
Bracket.
see. It probably. Oh. Mario versus Mega Man? Oh, or Wii Fit Trainer? Wii Fit Trainer versus, who? The Mii's? The Mii's. It's the Mii's, right? Oh, Mr. Game & Watch. That should be interesting. But yes, as usual, phenomenal episode. Absolutely loved it. And, I can't wait to see what's next. So yeah. Original video will be in the description. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my video as well as theirs. And, I I'll see you all in the next video. See ya!